I do think that the youth are disinterested in law enforcement. They seem to have a complete different picture as to what we do. I don't believe that they have a lot of exposure in law enforcement. I think that lacking that exposure and them only seeing what's on TV really influences how they see us.
The crisis is growing. The estimates are by 2020, 2/3 of the jobs in America are going to require a post-secondary credential. As of this point in time, we're running about 40% of our adult population who have obtained an associate's degree or higher. The mission of Baker College is to provide quality higher education and training that enables graduates to be successful throughout challenging and rewarding careers.
When I met with the president of Baker in Auburn Hills, we started kind of dreaming up what we wanted this to look like. So we picked certain areas that we wanted students to get associates in emerging markets where we knew students would have a level of interest. At the same time, Police Chief Collins from Ferndale came to me and said that really looking for a way to engage students more within the police force and trying to get younger students involved, and especially a more diverse pool of candidates.
I think that's a nationwide deficiency that we see. We have a lesser number of minorities that are applying for these type of jobs.
They see videos of improper or excessive abuse, excessive force on the internet, and they think that that's all there is. And very rarely do they ever get to talk to us. The 3 million views of a cop doing something bad doesn't mean that that's 3 million cops doing one thing bad. It's an obstacle that we're fighting right now.
This program opened up another vein for being able to get to potential practitioners in the criminal justice field sooner, because they're seeing a lot of crime, they're seeing a lot of stuff, and so start to get them in the mindset of doing some things and being a part of the solution as compared to just talking about the stuff that's going on and not really doing something about it.
Baker College is certainly excited to be part of the Early College Initiative with the Ferndale School District as well as with the Ferndale Police Department. We've had over 50 students come on campus initially, which far exceeded our expectations for a first-year rollout.
Students that are interested, the first piece is talk to their counselor, talk to the administrators.
I think it's extremely important to really put kids into these kinds of programs early on, because you just don't know what you want to do in college. At this point, the school district is paying for this opportunity, so why not test the waters before you get out into the real world?
This program uniquely combines not only the Ferndale Police Department and the Ferndale Public Schools and Baker College, but it also includes 2 of the 3 regional, and we'll probably have the 3rd regional police academy that will be involved in this program as well. Starting with a group of individuals, and we're taking them all the way through to the end of licensing or potential licensing to be a police officer.
They get to see every different officer, what they do as their specialty. They get to learn and really, like I've said before, get exposure to different officers in this field. So they'll be doing ride-alongs with different officers, and they'll be doing observations in court with different judges and magistrates that are going on.
That's what it's all about, building relationships, that bond of trust with our citizens and our visitors.
We didn't invent this idea. We are taking many people's ideas and putting it into one. We certainly wouldn't go out there and say we're the first to try anything like this, but I think we're the first in this area. It's not a light switch decision that will cure our problem tomorrow, but going forward, we see that within the scope of several years that we have individuals that are interested in law enforcement at a very early age.
At first I picked computer science, but then I was just like, criminal justice is more me, so I went with criminal justice.
We want to work very closely with these students as they progress through their 11th grade year, their 12th grade year, and we really look forward to them coming on campus for their 13th year.
If you want to finish the associates and then finish your bachelor's, that's great. You can do the medical program and then go directly into nursing, pre-med, biomedical engineering, then go get your MD. It's the start of the process.
There's a lot of opportunities you can take with a criminal justice degree, including the current kids that are in this program that I've talked to throughout this first month already. A lot of them want to go into law school, which of course just means that after they get their associate's degree in criminal justice through this program, they can continue on in a different school. There's probation officers, you can be a court clerk, you can be a judge at some point if that's what you're looking to do, or you can come and join me in the police field to show them the different opportunities that criminal justice will give them.
Letting students know that that's really what police work is about, I think is the greatest thing about this program, because the fun, exciting stuff happens 1% of the job.
People see students of all different races and background that are working with police officers. That makes a strong community. That makes people go, all right, we're all working together.
The passion from this job and the reward from this job is in making people smile and talking to a kid that's down in the dumps and, you know, helping a little old lady whose house is cold and she doesn't know why, lighting her pilot light on her furnace. You know, that's what we have to take out of this job. You know, those mean way more over a career, and they happen way more over a career than hitting those home runs, than locking up the armed robber or the bank robber.
I went to Ferndale High School. My kids all went to Ferndale High School. The working relationship that I have with the school, I have turned into exactly that, looking forward to mentoring kids, looking at some of the young men and young ladies, for that matter, that don't have the same advantages that I have, and it's a passion to help.
And now that we've kind of got the word out there, we've had about 15 to 20 students that have come to our high school that are 9th or 10th grade that said, I'm coming because I want to be part of the early college in the junior year.
I find that I'm going to learn more from these kids in this program than they'll probably learn from me. So I find it extremely interesting being able to do that.
I tell them, you know, we work for the greatest residents and in the greatest city, and we should be proud and be happy of that. And, you know, it sounds kind of silly sometimes, but I really do believe that, and that's why I want to be involved in this and even increase the interest in Ferndale and Ferndale PD, because, you know, it's a great place to work here.